So this changes the history of the time and of the region. So just a reading of it changes.
I guess that's why it's dangerous stuff, isn't it? Welcome, Croeso, from a very sunny South Wales. So this is John Griffiths and his son Adam, who I had a chat with a few months ago about their groundbreaking, amazing work in reading what the stones, which are said to be Ogham, actually read using Coelbren, the old British writing system. They also did a lot of work showing the same thing with so-called Roman coins and how they can be read. It's fundamental. It gives hard evidence and it changes everything. So I hope you enjoy it. What is this and where is it? Where have you seen it?
So this is the Fanoni stone, known as the Ogham stone, in the British Museum, which I, on a visit, encountered, and thought I better send this to Dad, seeing as he
yes,
knows. Yeah. So we had a look at it. What they say it is a commemoration of Irish victory in Britain.
Which county was it? Devon.
Devon, yeah, Devon. And we had a look at the genealogies, and this guy isn't in there. So we think that they've looked at this and they've interpreted it. So, you know, this I think this Fanonus, they think his name is. But because of the kind of, you see a runic kind of, or a Coelbren-like accent to the letters, you know, that invites the opportunity to translate it, or to attempt it. So with we had a look at, obviously with the Bardes, Yolan McGannog stuff and the 1688 dictionary, we had a look at possibilities for words. And
you've home without one, yes.
Yeah, there we go. I haven't got one yet. The online one, you know. So we had a look at the words. There's two sides to this time, and this is the first side. And we've got
excellent.
Me and Dad, but we both did a translation, and we both often, if we do something at the same time, we have different, which is fascinating. We have different sort of perspectives on the same thing, but we kind of can see where each other are coming from. So that's really interesting.
You both translated it independently first. Is that the idea?
Yeah, indeed.
Ah,
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
A double blind test.
No, exactly. It's great. To do it yourself as well. It's really, I really like translating it and then writing about it. I'm sure you know, with the hieroglyphs, you know what that feels like. It's really good. So to prosper, that's what the Fano, it can literally translate to, which is in the on the stone's front. So to prosper, we ourselves to prosper. There we go. Clear image, clear message.
So we prosper. Okay, we got that straight away. That reads lovely, doesn't it?
Absolutely. So yeah, straight away. And then we've got mad, or there was a possibility for Mac as well, because it could be a Q, which is no Q. So go to CH, Macen. So it could be good. So good, well done. We, and then
taking the U. And using the variant for W. Yeah?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. All right.
Lord.
Yeah.
And then knee. Those are re and knee are actually very well. You know, I think who's the guy who's written the book on Coelbren, but he says re and knee. They're very.
The American guy.
The American guy. Yeah. John Michael Griffiths.
Yeah.
Got it. So he outlines that re and knee are words, syllables to be used in Coelbren. That, you know, that's his view. So that's interesting. So we've got a clear message to say: to prosper, we ourselves, good, well done, Lord, we ourselves. So it's like you've got that celebratory kind of tone there.
So suddenly this is a message in Welsh instead of Irish.
Exactly. Yeah. Seeing as this guy doesn't turn up in the Irish genealogies, he's not a well-known.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, it's like doing making things Irish. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely.
The lettering might be. You look at the style of the lettering, and it has an Irish flavour. So what's called the Irish style, you can see on Irish stones, and that does cross. There is a kind of cut to the letters which has got a touch of that, but I don't think that's hard and fast, meaning it belongs to Ireland, because I think style can move across borders. People can be influenced by a style and take it up. So, but the hard fact really is the language, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. And
well, we got Caredic's invasion over to Ireland anyway. I mean, there's lots of Welsh settlement in Ireland, which gets completely written out of history. And we got what's called the Roman fort ruins just outside Dublin, which also seems to give further evidence to there being a Welsh occupation of a big part of Ireland, definitely in the 5th and 6th centuries. And it's recorded in the life of Patrick. They talk about, 5th century, I should say, a bit later, that the harsh treatment Ceredic gives out to the Irish people is one of the complaints of Patrick. So it's bizarre that it's always assumed that everything comes into Britain, isn't it? Nothing ever goes out. This is a general principle.
Yeah. It's a recurring motif, isn't it? That is it's interesting as to why that is, but we can.
Nothing ever flows out, language or culture or words or writing.
Yes.
Well, that's fantastic.
There's a flip side to the stone as well. There's a second message, which the museum thought was done at a later time. It's not seen to be belonging to the same period as the front of the stone in their view. There's also an Ogham text on the edge of the stone as well. The
Ogham text, which really, our interpretation of it consolidates the rest of the message, which is really, really great. So, I mean, the Ogham on the side. I'll show you again. This stuff here, because this is an Irish, or they say it's an Irish writing style, but we can still make consonants, we can still make words, because it gives you a consonant. Each one of these separate sort of set of strokes, they give you a consonant. So it gives
the strokes will make up consonants. So you've just got to recognise that for example, on the left-hand side of the stone, you take that as the line, the baseline of the strokes. So you've got three, looks like 3 there, and then 4.
3 and a 4, yes.
3 and 4 on the other side. The spine is on the other side. That will indicate another sort of letter. You've got 4, looks like 5, and
lots.
4 and 2 perhaps.
4 and 2. There's
So they record as FSCQ, which goes to a K or a CH, and then a C and a D. So from that we can find words. So FS, foss, a ditch.
So those strokes on the edge, you think do read as letters as well?
Well, you got to play around, because they only give you consonants. You can play around with the vowels and see what you get, and you can make your own interpretation like that. But
so you've got FS is foss, a ditch. The CK becomes CK. We find koch, red, and for CD we've got CAD, battles. We've got a ditch, and we've got red, battle.
Battle, red, ditch.
Battle, red, ditch is what we. So this seems to be a defensive situation, doesn't it?
If it's a ditch, indeed,
You can imagine a situation where you're defending your ground. You've got a defensive ditch. It's full of blood.
Wow. So because there's been lots of conjecture about whether music notes or whatever, isn't it? But I think Alan Wilson would be delighted when he sees this as well. I'll send him this.
So you've got, it's in context with the overall, so although it's in Ogham, it can be read in Welsh, and the context keeps in with the sense of a battle having been fought, and this supports it. It's not a different message.
It's commensurate, isn't it?
And
And this is the other side. I don't think we've got a photo to show you the back of the stone.
Right, this is written on the back of the stone, okay.
Yeah, this is on the back, yeah. We've got gag here, which it can go to gagging, which is to chop or cleave. So that, again, backs up the notion of a kind of battle scene here. And then we've got ha, potentially, which is well done.
Eating again, yeah, we've had that. Yeah, well done, yeah.
So, great, we've got we ourselves again. So it's like, it quite, you can see that it possibly reads quite clearly that it's we ourselves have cleaved well,
Yes, I'm with you now, yes.
So
Still out for the Welsh syntax, haven't you, changing the word order.
Yeah. So all the writings of peace are on that stone, and the general view from the British Museum is to say that the writing's done at different times, certainly from the front to the back. So there's a real difference of view there. So obviously it's viewed as an Irish stone. I don't know. It's difficult to. Their presentation is very convincing, and that's their sense of the Irish had come in and caused mayhem in Devon. They put up a marker stone to mark the event. Begs a lot of questions on the amount of time that takes to do, in the sense of finding a stone and positioning it and cutting it in the midst of all the rest of what might be going on.
And why no one got rid of it after they'd left? That's always the question I think of.
You'd have thought somebody would have taken it out 2 hours back. Well, get rid of that, fellas.
Yeah, first thing you do is smash it up, isn't it? You'd think.
Makes much more sense to be a celebratory statement about having healthy ground.
Yes.
Which is what this appears to be. So this changes the history of the time and of the region. So just a reading of it changes.
I guess that's why it's dangerous stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I love this idea of sag ha ni. I mean, that's a sentence, That's that's actually a sentence. There's no change needed at all to that, is there?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed that and found it informative. Britain's Hidden History Group has so much more going on our YouTube channel. The one you're watching now, there's a live stream, 8 o'clock UK time every Sunday. We speak to people like Wilson and Blackett, reprint their old books and help produce new ones. We go researching to the tops of mountains, all the way down to the bottoms of caves. Busily recording the books so you can listen to them as well, and looking at mysteries and working out what we're not being taught in schools and preserving it, because the physical and written evidence is rapidly disappearing. You can also find out how to read ancient writing and hieroglyphs using the Welsh language. It's amazing. There's a Facebook group where this is being discussed. Along with a website, you can buy the books and help us. Also, as you can see, there's now a Patreon page where just a few pounds a month will make all the difference in trying to keep the project going and preserve this history for future generations, and also to find out for ourselves what is going on, what is Britain's hidden history. So until the next time, Heddwch!